Hello, my name is David Wolowidnyk, and thank you for tuning in to the BC Liquor Store YouTube channel. I'm an award-winning bartender, a spirit educator, and the resident cocktail stylist of Taste Magazine. Well, in 2021, we marked the 100th anniversary of the BC Liquor Stores. And to celebrate, each of the preceding decades will be represented by a beautiful classic cocktail in the magazine. In some cases, that classic cocktail will have come from the decade it represents, and in others, it was a decade of popularity. Well, the next up is the 1990s, and we're featuring the Margarita. Well, the Margarita came onto the scene in the mid-20th century, but it was in the 1990s where it reached enormous popularity, sometimes on the rocks, neat, and even frozen. Well, the word Margarita means daisy in Spanish. Quite fitting, because a daisy is a classic family of cocktails that's comprised of a spirit, a sweet liqueur, and citrus. Exactly this formula. There are other daisies out there, like the brandy crusta or even the sidecar. To turn a daisy into a crusta, all we need to do is to put a rim on the cocktail glass of either salt or sugar. Well, let's get mixing. Today we're going to use a Patron Silver. I like using a Blanco or a silver tequila in my margarita because I like the fact that there hasn't been any wood aging. There is a pure, unadulterated flavor of agave. And to the mixing tin, we will add 45 milliliters, which is 1.5 fluid ounces. To that, we're going to add some Cointreau. You know, this beautiful orange liqueur is actually made from using both bitter and sweet oranges. 30 mils, or 1 fluid ounce, of the Cointreau. And to balance that out, I've got some freshly squeezed lime juice here. And this is going to also be 30 mils, or 1 fluid ounce. What I love about Cointreau, or one of the many things I love about Cointreau, is that the level of sweetness is such that if you use equal parts of Cointreau and either lemon or lime, it will be balanced just to the tart side. Now, before we go any further with the mixing, I want to put a rim of salt on this cocktail glass, this beautiful hand-blown margarita glass. I'll start by grabbing a plate, and I'll take some salt. I prefer to use a kosher salt because it's got some nice coarse granules. Put some of that on the plate. We'll take a lime and slice the end off. And instead of rimming the entire glass, I'm just going to rim half of it. By rimming half of it, I have a choice of whether or not to have lime with each sip. And here's a little tip. Before going further, I'm going to keep that glass upside down and I'm going to wipe out the salt on the inner rim of that glass. You see, I don't want the salt to fall into the drink. I want it to be a choice with each and every sip. That salt's done for now. Now we can start shaking. Now with my margarita, I love to use what I call a shake and dump method. Meaning I'm going to place the ice in the cocktail shaker, I'm going to shake it and dump the entire contents into the glass. You see, I like when there's some big pieces of ice and some small pieces of ice and everything in between. And shaking does that because it breaks it apart into so many different sizes. And this is quite a large margarita glass. So I'm going to estimate enough ice that will properly fill that glass. And let's get shaking. Ooh, you can see how cold it is by all that frost that's forming on the outside of the shaker. And a little rock back and forth to get that open. And dumping it all right in there. Now to garnish, I'm simply going to take a lime wheel off the side, give it a little slice, and that can place right onto the side of the glass. Oh, that one's fallen, so let's do it one more time. All right. There we go. And that is a beautiful classic margarita. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and hit subscribe down below so you can check out more of these great videos. I look forward to seeing you again soon.